Hi, I'm PeekingBoo and I'm going to be showing you the basics of, well, basically how I do all of these looping animations. So here I have a commissioned work that I'm currently working on, which is the Pokemon Mawile. That is how you pronounce it according to wherever I found this. But anyway, the first thing I want to point out is that everything is on its own individual layer. I'm just going to quickly hide everything and then slowly make everything reappear. Except for, of course, the deck, because I reuse that every now and then, just because it's easier than drawing a brand new one for essentially the same thing. Anyway, most of my animations are pretty much a 16 frame animation, so what you should be doing is going to frame number 17, going all the way down and highlighting every single layer, right clicking and clicking insert frame. Okay, so now we have 17 frames going across there, and as you can see, the deck is wobbling back and forth as I normally animate it to do. First thing before we even get into anything, you should be clicking on this loop icon and making it stretch to 16. And what this does is when you press enter in the timeline, it will loop the animation for you. Exactly like that. So, where to begin? Well, first of all, we won't be using the deck for anything just yet, so highlight the first frame of every other layer, right click and create classic tween. If you have a older version of Flash, I think it's CS3 and lower, create motion tween is pretty much the exact same thing, but that's a different thing now, and classic tween is basically saying this is how it used to be done classically or beforehand, so there we go. Now this has converted every layer now into a symbol. You can see there that some things have gone a bit weird, so I'll have to fix those up in a sec. But all you're basically doing from here is selecting everything again. You hold the Alt key and you drag that to frame 5, frame 9, frame 13, and finally frame 17. Okay, so with that, I actually forgot something. So with that, you'll make the ease of the first frame 100, and again you'll do that for frame 9 and frame 17. And opposing that, this gets really frustrating, but thankfully you don't have to do it much. Okay, then opposing that, you'll do negative 100 for frames 5 and frames 13. Okay, so at this point you're probably wondering what ease actually means, what ease 100 is and what ease minus 100, and you know, what does it mean to have numbers in between all of that? Well, I suck at explaining, so I'll just demonstrate it for you instead. Let's say we go to frame number 5 and we move Mawile over there. And then we go to frame number 13 and we move Mawile over there. All of a sudden, when you start looping the animation, you'll see that Mawile is slinging back and forth. Now to slow this down, starting at frame 1, frame 1, 9 and 17 are actually always the same. They're your starting points, and the frames in between are basically slinging you off to a new destination and then slinging you back. So ease 100 makes things shoot off really quickly and gradually slow down until it reaches their destination, and then ease minus 100 makes things gradually speed up until they meet their destination. So when you slowly play this out, you'll see it slings off, slows down, speeds up, and then once it hits that middle point, it's already going fast, slows down on the other side and speeds up, and then it repeats again over here. And honestly, that's pretty much all of, well, that's involved with the animations that I make. You know, there's not really a whole lot else I can explain. The rest just comes down to, you know, exactly how you position everything, I suppose. So, you know, instead of having it darting across the screen, like we had just before. It would pretty much be sort of a subtle rotation, not so much of the whole body, but you know, of say an arm or an eye or a head, and you know, then it starts looking something like that, which is more, I guess, closer to what you're used to seeing. So for the rest of the video, I'm going to shut my damn mouth. I'm going to finish the animation in full, and then I guess I'll move on to the next bit, which a lot of you have been questioning, or asking questions about rather, which is how to make those white borders around the image. So yeah, sit back, enjoy, and otherwise go to the description and click on whatever timestamp it is that says white backgrounds or borders or whatever. Have fun! Okay, so now that you're happy with your super happy dance animation, now we can go on to the next part, which is adding the border around the whole thing. So the first thing you do is you select all of your layers. Why didn't that select everything? I guess it did. Okay, so you select all your layers and then you cut. Now everything's disappeared. Just make sure that you don't copy or save or do anything stupid in that time. Just anywhere on the canvas, just put a blob, and you'll want to either hit F8 or right click and convert to symbol, which, okay, since it's off camera, F8, and that will convert it to a symbol for you. You want to keep it as a graphic because graphic symbols still show up, still animate in the timeline rather, whereas movie clips only animate during Flash, SWF animations. Anyway, so we'll call this DJ Marwile, and there it is. You double click on the symbol to go into it, you delete the blob thing, blah blah blah, and you paste everything in there. And then you click back out of it, and you center it as much as you can anyway, and then you go and insert frame up to frame 16. So now when you press enter and loop it, everything loops fine, and it's in a symbol that you can move around and do whatever you want with. So from there you make a layer below. I'm going to go ahead and do that. You copy this symbol and then lock that layer, go to the layer below, and you Control Shift V to paste in the exact same spot that the current symbol is in. Over to the left, or however you've got your stuff set up, you go ahead and do a color effect of tint, and to begin with just tint it black 100%, and this is so you can see what you're doing. So normally what I do from here is I hide the layer just to make sure that everything below is black, which it is. Make it reappear. Now click on that initial symbol and Control C to copy. Next you want to tap up on the up arrow about 3 times, so 1, 2, 3. Keep in mind this is at 100% zoom. Once you're satisfied with that, paste again with Control Shift V, so that's back at the center. So then down 1, 2, 3, repeat right 1, 2, 3, repeat left 1, 2, 3. Then you go up left, up right, down right, down left, and there you go. There's your black border that then becomes a white border. And then to see how it would look on a black page, there you go. And that's how you do it. Yeah, not a lot else I can do, so I'm just going to go ahead and add the finishing touches to this and show that off at the end. Thanks for watching, and hope you have fun making all of that stuff.